It feels like a insult for what they want to trade it for. So they want to get rid of scripted programming and trade it off for another universe.
That's right.
You're thinking like, oh, what comic universe is this? Oh, it don't get no more comical than the 90-day universe.
Oh my God.
They are taking reality shows and making them a universe now?
A franchise, yeah.
Which just means that they're just spinning them off endlessly.
Yep.
Ain't no fucking universe. It's just me. We're just repeating ourselves.
What's so funny is that they say they're gutting scripted content, but all reality TV is mostly scripted.
Yeah.
A lot of it is manufactured and false.
The 90-Day Fiancé universe, which because they have so many spinoffs of this, now they're calling a goddamn universe like it's Marvel or something. All right, people. It's a very confusing and scary time for folks out there. People they just don't know what's happening. And they're frightened. They don't feel safe.
I know. None of us do.
It's just that they just don't know if things that they have are going to be protected.
We need that protection.
And we're there to help people with this, man. We're here to help people. We're here to ease people's minds, to make people feel a little bit safer.
Okay.
Or give more fear to people out there.
Wow, that's fun.
But the confusion that is going on, we're going to try to make more sense for these people so they can just rest just a little bit better.
Okay.
As we talk about this Warner Brothers Discovery situation going on. People are like, I thought you talking about Trump or some shit.
Nah.
There ain't no we can do with that. That's lost.
That's old news.
Yeah, democracy, that's done. We can't do nothing about that.
But Batman, we can do something about that.
Yes. We can help you with your Batman and your HBO and your Flashes and all that kind of stuff.
We got that covered.
Yes. Yes. Democracy, that's burnt. It's done. Throw that shit in the trash.
Yeah.
But Warner Brothers Discovery, we can help to try to put people at ease with this.
Sure.
That's why we were a little bit late today with the show, because all this information just kept coming out.
Yeah, a lot.
And you kept looking it up, and thank you for that.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah.
Because I was a little confused about all this.
It's a lot of information.
And the whole thing started when everybody heard that Batgirl was going to be canceled.
Yeah, that's what started.
$90 million already. They had a little bit more post-production to go, but the movie was done.
Yep, shot.
And so people talking about, well, of course, all this woke shit they got here. Black Batgirl, of course they canceled. Nobody want to hear that. People talking about, nobody know nothing about no Batgirl anyway. Who the fuck she thinks she is? Everybody gets a spinoff after putting works.
Right.
After putting years of work into movies, spinoffs and sequels, and now she just gonna step up and say, hey, here's my movie.
It just shows up.
You don't do that shit.
Yeah.
No. And also people were saying that they did test screenings and it wasn't testing well.
Apparently, yeah.
It wasn't doing, it wasn't.
Irredeemable was a word they used.
That's what they said they went back and did changes, tested again, and people still didn't like what they saw. So everybody just thought, okay, well, this is a one-shot thing right here. The movie's just that bad. This movie is just that unsalvageable that Warner Brothers and Discovery, they did what they had to do. Turns out this was just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, apparently.
Turns out this was just the beginning of the slaughter.
The fall.
It was like that. It's like a horror movie where you see one person die at the beginning just to let you know how horrible this thing is that's killing people.
It's setting it up, the threat.
Yes, and then you pull back and discover that the slasher is Discover.
Yeah. Discovery in this case.
Yeah, and people and it was going on, and people were saying, okay, well, it's not a Batgirl thing, it's a racist thing.
Yeah,
they're just canceling things because they don't like brown people. You had a Super Chica over here. They say, come on.
Yeah, Supergirl, yes.
Hey, Chica's girl is better.
La Supergirl. You get the La Supergirl.
Okay. Brown Supergirl.
Yeah, there you go.
They were pulling the plug on that.
Yeah, allegedly that's what's happening.
Yeah, so a lot of people saying, well, it's just racism. That's the reason why they're doing it. But turns out, and this is why I was, I'm going to come in and say, well, I would normally put a suspicious eye to this, but with the thing that's going on over at Warner Brothers with Discovery, ever since Discovery came in with a broom and a mop and a dustpan, and they are cleaning the house.
Yep.
They brought their maids with them.
Yep.
And they are cleaning the house. And so I don't think that, and that's what we're going to do, people. First of all, I don't think that Batgirl and Supergirl getting canceled, I don't think that is a racist thing. considering what's going on right now, they are just going in and slaughtering things right now.
I think they came in and they inherited a situation where you had a number of franchises that were in complete disarray for years.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can look, in regards to DC, you can go all the way back to Man of Steel and Batman v Superman. It's like, this was just not working.
Yeah.
And then with Harry Potter, look at the Fantastic Beasts film, where the most recent one was the lowest grossing of any of the Harry Potter movies or Fantastic Beasts films. And these are huge properties. And what are you doing with them? You're just throwing things at the walls and seeing what works. And that's not a good strategy. I understand that.
Yeah, listen, Discovery apparently has a plan. What that plan is what's confusing people.
Sure.
We are here to talk about the pros and the cons, the winners and the losers of this plan, and talk about what this plan is. Mm-hmm. And before we even talk about this plan, people are saying, well, did we even need to do this? Well, you just mentioned right here that there was a lot of movies that they were doing that were in complete disarray.
Yeah.
There were a lot of movies that were being done because I'm going to tell you something right now about Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers has a tendency to really rush things.
Yes.
And push 100%. Things. Warner Brothers, I don't know if this was still their mentality, but at one time they were saying, we don't do original properties here. That we do existing IPs.
Yes.
If it existed and it made money, we're gonna do a sequel to it.
Right.
Or we're gonna make a movie version of it.
Sure, adapt it.
Or we're gonna make a sequel of it.
Right.
Whether you want it or not. Mm-hmm. Nobody was asking for no Fantastic Beasts.
They were not.
But you got it anyway. Mm-hmm. The thing with this plan, and I think some of it makes sense, because, and Martin actually said all this last night. He read up on this right before we did the show.
Sure.
And because he saw an article that popped up, and he laid it out pretty clear. So the plan here is that, first of all, you throwing away money. No more straight to HBO.
Right.
No more straight to HBO Max. Mm-hmm. What they did was they sat back and they saw how one particular movie did just because that movie had patience. That's Tom Cruise flying over Warner Brothers.
Yeah, it's like, how you guys doing? Yeah. Sorry, all the money's coming out of the jet. Yeah, it's a lot.
You can keep it. There's more that came from.
Captain.
There he is. All right, that's good enough for me.
I'm here, everyone. I saved theaters. You're welcome.
Yes, I saved cinema. Martin Scorsese, you're welcome.
Thanks, Tom.
Like no fucking superheroes in it. But yeah, man, HBO, when Warner Brothers came in, Warner Brothers looked at HBO and they said, so you mean to tell me that Tom Cruise had enough sense just to sit back and just wait for this whole COVID thing to go because he had faith in his movie. Mm-hmm. He had enough sense to be patient, sit back, and release his movie to the theaters where it is the biggest movie of the summer.
Yeah, $1 billion+. Right?
$1 billion+, going worldwide. And you mean to tell me that you cowardly motherfuckers here, once that shit hit, you punked out and gave away all your shit for free? Oh, fuck, that's Discovery and Warner Brothers right now.
Like, ow, not so hard.
You were sitting on a gold mine.
Yeah. And
you just threw all that gold out for free? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You remember the whole thing when HBO were bragging about.
Sure.
It is all on HBO Max.
Day release.
Yeah, same day release. Mm-hmm. And the whole thing was they were going to try to build subscriptions.
Right.
And I'm like, none of these subscriptions equals the money that these movies are making at the theater if these movies are hits.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And
you can only get so many subscribers, per movie, even if you get new ones to begin with.
Exactly. Another thing that Discovery was not happy about. These are the things that I can understand. Now, these are the things that I can understand Discovery coming in and complaining about. I don't like everything that Discovery is doing.
No.
But there's some things that I understand. That thing with Maverick and releasing I was happy to have Godzilla at home.
Sure.
I'm one of those people who bragged about, I don't want to go to the theater.
Yeah. No, it makes it very convenient for us. We have to watch a lot of movies.
We have to watch a lot of movies. So my selfish ass, I was like, I'm happy with this.
Sure.
Thank you, COVID. I appreciate it. COVID had my back. So I understand that. But there was another thing that I understand what Discovery's talking about. They said, so you mean to tell us that you put in millions upon millions of dollars in a movie that was already made and released just because Fanboys cried.
Yeah.
And by the way, most of those fanboys were bots.
Yep, most of them are bots, not even real.
So so you mean to tell me you went and remade, put money into a movie that was already kind of done, Justice League? Which, full disclosure here, I like the Snyder cut of Justice League.
It's
okay?
better, but it's not. I would say it's great. I would even pause to say it's even very good.
I thought it was good. I liked it. I thought it was
I think
all
it's
right.
okay. I think
Yeah,
it's okay.
I liked it. It wasn't great, but I liked it. I did like it. I said, and I was happy that the guy got to make the movie that he wanted to. Circumstances being what they are. He had to leave, okay. But they were like, still though, that didn't make a lot of money.
No.
Again, it went to HBO Max.
It didn't bring in the subscribers.
No. So now they're just kind of like, y'all are stupid. All right. So no more of this. No more of this at all. And by the way, all of this is going to have lasting repercussions on how we go forward.
Yep.
And if some of them are negative, you did this.
Mm-hmm.
But that's where we get to some of the stuff that I think that Discovery is not doing so well. There are things that have people nervous.
Sure, they're definitely concerned.
Because
For
they're
the
talking.
future.
They're talking about removing scripted content.
Yeah.
So now
Some
there's-
scripted content.
some script- yeah,
A
some
lot
script-
of, in particular, animation.
Yeah, we're going to talk about this. Yeah, because that is the plan. No more, no more scripted content. At least not a lot of it, like they were doing before. So people are wondering, what does this mean? Does it mean that we're going to get a lot more reality shows, or a lot more animal shows?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, reality shows. Yeah.
Yeah.
More F-Boy Island.
Well, that's cool because we're all getting fucked apparently.
Yeah.
Cutting animation.
Yep.
So, believe it or not, there's some pros and cons to look at with this. There's some winners and losers.
There's some good stuff, like especially for I would say the bigger brands, the bigger properties, but for a lot of the things that are more on the smaller scale, series, I feel like those are definitely in danger.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff that we can look at and be like, okay, this decision should have been made a time ago. This is late with this, but thank you for doing this. But over here, it's like, well, I stand to lose a lot.
It's almost like the smaller stuff, especially the animation stuff, is paying for the sins of the failures of the bigger stuff. That's what I feel like is happening right now. And they want to cut costs and they want to save more money. They want to put more effort into the bigger things.
Yeah. So let's just go ahead and take a look real quick.
Sure. Let's go down the line.
Let's see what the winners and possibly the losers are here. So, in a way, the winners will be the people who are moviegoers.
Oh, yeah.
The people who love to go to the movies. And the reason why, because, and we say this is possible. We don't know if this is going to happen in a positive way. But the DCEU, that sounds like an online college or something.
Doesn't make it-
What is it, DC Extended Universe?
Which I'm like,
Extended from what?
I have no idea. Just call it the DC Cinematic Universe.
Yeah, what the fuck? How about we start with that? Let's take a few letters out.
Let's do that. A word out.
Yeah, but the DC Extended Universe. So who's the new
David Zaslav.
executive over there? David, what's his name?
David Zaslav. He's the one that came over from Discovery, and now he's the one that's making all these various changes.
Yeah. So his idea is something, again, that should have been done a long time ago.
He's
but,
right in this
But hey, somebody's trying to do it now. He said there's going to be a 10-year plan similar to what Marvel has done.
They specifically reference Kevin Feige and
Yeah.
Bob Iger and what they did with the Marvel franchise.
Yeah, man. So that means that they're ready to just kind of do a soft reboot of this whole thing, which includes some movies that are already coming out. One of them is a movie that test screenings are saying is actually not that bad.
And you changed the past.
Even though Ezra Miller's out there losing his goddamn mind and terrorizing Hawaii, and I hear now that he's going around with body armor, and he has a cult.
Oh my God.
He ain't coming back.
No, he's done.
But maybe this whole thing will just be part of the reboot that they're trying to do.
Right.
But there's other things that they're doing with this. They're saying, I don't know if this will be part of the extended universe, but they are keeping it seems like they appreciate the standalone movies,
Yes.
which I thought were very good. So, Joker has a sequel coming out. 2024, and Lady Gaga. There was a teaser that came out today. Lady Gaga is going to be involved.
Harley Quinn, people are speculating.
Yeah, man.
Social
So the people who are fans of DC and what they're doing, but would like for it to just be a little more cohesive.
Yeah, streamlined.
Streamlined. Those people stand to probably win.
If I could guess, like stuff like Joker and maybe like the Batman 2, which we don't even know if that's happening. I don't even know. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Those would be more standalone stuff. But you have Shazam 2, you have Black Adam, and you have The Flash. Those are the big films. We don't know about Blue Beetle. No idea. But if I were to guess, you'll have The Flash come out last, and then that'll act as a soft reboot of things.
That makes
a soft
sense.
reset, like X-Men Days of Future Past.
People who stand to win that are working with Warner Brothers, Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh, yeah.
Shit, I mean Lady Gaga, you know,
Yeah, of course, yeah.
she just entered at the right. Your timing couldn't be better.
Yeah.
Jason Momoa.
Nah, they're keeping him. Everyone likes him.
Everybody likes him.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to drink beer with him.
My man.
Yeah.
My Aquaman.
Yeah. Aqua redneck.
Yeah.
Aqua bro.
Yeah, Aqua bro. Yes.
Yeah, man. Always winning.
Yeah, they're not gonna.
The Dwayne
Rock,
Johnson, The
of
Rock,
course.
always winning, man.
Yep.
So he'll be. They're gonna keep him around probably for a little while
Black Adam, yeah,
because
of course.
Shazam is doing well. Speaking
Exactly.
of Shazam, Zachary Levi
Yeah, he's sticking around.
came in at the right time. That's a nice suit, by the
It
way.
is. He looks
Damn.
good and crisp.
Yeah, man. So if you were somebody who were talking about how you didn't like the way Warner Brothers was sending stuff straight to HBO Max, and there were a lot of people that didn't like that.
Yeah.
Then you stand. There's a chance that you stand to win with this plan here.
Sure.
Let's move on to the losers real quick.
There's a lot of losers.
Because there's probably more losers than winners.
Sadly, at this point at least.
Subscribers of HBO Max stand to lose a lot because it probably won't even be HBO Max anymore. They already are starting to scrub a lot of films that were on there. And now some of these probably were smaller movies that you weren't even crazy about anyway. I know one of the first things that is gone right now is that movie. I think it's called An American Pickle. It was the
Seth Rogen pickle movie.
Yeah.
Too old to do that.
The world has changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so is HBO Max.
And they're planning on merging that, like Discovery Plus and HBO Max, into one platform.
Yeah.
But getting rid of a lot of stuff, at least
Yeah.
so far. And they've already done it quietly. There's several other films and shows that they've removed since then.
Damn. So there's so many shows that are being removed, and some shows that might stick around, but they're going to run their course, and you probably won't see them around anymore as they try to move on to less scripted content.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are scared because there's a lot of great stuff on. I have to tell you, a lot of great stuff on HBO Max, man. Like I'm showing you Euphoria right now, but I mean there are tons of original programming on HBO Max that people praise it for.
Animated and live action.
Yeah, and Barry being one of them.
Barry's fantastic.
Yeah, but Euphoria. What was another one?
I mean, in terms of animation, you have Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Which is really good. In terms of some more genre type stuff, Doom Patrol, which is a DC series. Peacemaker.
Well, let me ask you this: Are they going to stop production on? Let me see. Let me pull this up.
Oh, Young Justice is another animated show, another DC animated show.
So does that mean that they're going to stop production on things that have been getting a lot of positive reception? Like I'm looking at comicbook.com, and they're talking about, will HBO's The Last of Us TV series get canceled?
Yeah, that's finished. Principal photography, I feel like, or they're near it.
I mean, we know that being finished don't mean shit.
Yeah, just look at Batgirl. Yeah, that show probably cost just as much as Batgirl did.
I mean, because if you've been keeping up, so The Last of Us is the show that's based on the highly acclaimed video game, which was very cinematic itself.
Yes.
And they've been putting out shots of,
still images
on set, still images from the show, giving you hints more and more of the main characters in costume. So that's almost out there. So that's the big question.
I feel like a lot of this is on the chopping block. They're being very cagey about what they're saying is sticking around, what not. They're just saying a lot.
Yeah.
They just haven't said a lot, and that means okay, I think a lot of this is probably going to go.
Yeah, it feels like a fucking insult for what they want to trade it for. So they want to get rid of. They want to get rid of scripted programming. So they want to get rid of scripted programming and trade it off for another universe.
That's right.
You're thinking like, oh, what comic universe is this? Oh, it don't get no more comical than the fucking 90-day universe.
Oh my God.
They are taking reality shows and making them a universe
a franchise, yeah.
Which just means that they're just spinning them off endlessly.
Yep.
Ain't no fucking universe. It's just me. We're just repeating ourselves.
What's so funny is that they say they're gutting scripted content, but all reality TV is mostly scripted.
Yeah.
A lot of it is manufactured and false.
The 90 Day Fiance universe, which because they have so many spinoffs of this, now they're calling a goddamn universe like it's Marvel or something.
Yeah. Just depressing. Despise reality television.
So this is your trade-off, possibly. Possibly. We're not gonna say for sure, but this is where we all lose, right? I mean, unless you just love 90 Day Fiance that much, and even then, I would expect you to say, okay, enough is too much.
Yeah.
I don't need that much goddamn 90 Day Fiance.
The thing is, like, this is just not our demographic, but I'm sure they look at the numbers and go, this is making so much more money than.
And it's cheaper to make.
Yeah, absolutely. Than Harley Quinn or than Doom Patrol or The Last of Us. Like, this is it. This is reality television. This is what the major demographics in the United States watch and around the world. And so, yeah, of course they're going to lean into that.
I listen, and I'm not a snob. Because
I'm a snob. I'll say this is bullshit. I'll say
well,
that.
the thing is, I'm thinking about getting into 90 Day Fiance because people love to talk. People love this show, and I got a dirty side to me too. And the thing is, if you produce content talking about these kind of shows, people they watch, man. Yeah. And people have actually told me, they said, man, watch some of this shit. It's hilarious. So I'm not a snob. I don't mind this, but I don't want to do it at the expense of quality programming.
That's the thing.
And I'm not even saying this is not quality program. I'm sure it serves its purpose for what it's doing, I guess. You know, as an audience for it, that's fine. But can I get a balance of some shit out there? This is ridiculous, y'all. If this is true, if they are really getting rid of quality programming that has been praised by people, I mean, and maybe you will find a balance. But it just seems like you really are kind of like tipping the scale more towards this kind of reality TV. Here's another loser. Anyone who had an upcoming animated project, which really disappoints me, man.
I'm not really great with animals.
Yeah, I'm not really great with people.
I was really looking forward to what was going to happen with Batdog and Crypto and everything.
Of course.
No Super Pets 2?
No, it ain't happening.
Oh, no.
This was a bomb. Yeah, this is done.
You know what? The thing is, I wasn't looking forward to this, but I said I like this. But I said, why the fuck is this in the theaters?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it looks cheap. That marketing was horrible. But a lot of people like yourself said, this isn't as bad as I thought it was.
It's not bad.
Marketing was awful.
It's really not bad. And if they had marketed this better, they could have had a nice little movie for the kids to go to the theater. Yeah. But even I was just kind of like, you could have put this shit on HBO Max. Yeah. But hey, I guess you ain't gonna go nowhere now.
No, this is gonna lose money for them.
Dog is homeless. Back on the streets
back
again.
On the streets, good.
Yeah, but other people who are losing with that shit. Actually, we win. Ellen DeGeneres, she was gonna have an animated show.
Little Ellen.
Little what?
Little Ellen. That was the show.
Little Ellen.
Yeah.
The fuck was she gonna do?
Teaching kids to be nice and polite. So the opposite of what she is. Yep. That's what it was.
Was this where she's gonna be terrorizing the school? Or?
Yeah. It's not based on fact. It's
fiction.
Wait a minute,
little Ellen. So she was gonna be at school. She's gonna be a little Ellen.
Like a little child.
What was she gonna be doing? Abusing her classmates?
You would think if it was actually based on her real life, but no. It was a glorified version of her childhood.
Oh, get the fuck out.
So that's gone.
She's gonna be terrorizing everyone in the classroom.
Probably.
Don't look at me. I'll sue you. You're fired.
Where's my wife? I'm gonna fuck my wife. Portia?
God damn. Why is she golluming the fuck out right now?
Yeah, it looks like a goblin.
Unless I read the chat. Okay.
All right.
We'll go to the chat. What I need to read in the chat. Right here. After AT&T sold Warner Brothers to Discovery, they inherited what is that?
Can't see it.
$57 billion in debt?
Wow.
These recent decisions are there to cut costs. Unfortunately, and that's another thing we're going to talk about. Yeah. Fortunately, layoffs and cancellations are a big part of that. So what they're doing is they're just trying to pay their debts.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's all it is.
Get rid of the stuff they feel like isn't generating as much money as something else they think would generate a lot of money.
You're like that broke motherfucker that's selling valuable stuff.
Yep.
And people are wondering, why are you selling this, man, so cheap?
Because I'm billions of dollars in debt. You don't know.
And here's a response about making less scripted content. So let's see what that says.
Let's see what we have.
Because like I said, I could be wrong about a lot of things. But after hearing about $57 billion,
Yeah, that's a lot.
$57 billion
That ain't
in
million.
debt.
That ain't a million.
You making look, you can say what you want to. You making cheap ass reality shows because you want to pay off your debts. That's why, because you almost fucking broke. Let's see. This is from Twitter. David Zaslav claims they will spend dramatically more on HBO and HBO Max content over the next year, pushing back on reports that cuts would be coming to HBO Max's development team.
Oh, okay.
Okay. He must have heard the criticism coming.
Yeah, it must hurt us. Yeah. He
heard us
watched
talking
the
right now.
You watched the show.
Oh,
Wait a
shit.
minute. Now shove those double toasted boys.
Oh, they're on to us. Yeah. And you think that this is okay, let me ask you this. Do you think that this was a plan all along, or do you think this is a response to the negative reception that
I think
they
it's a
got?
response. Because they haven't, listen, they've said a lot
There you go, backpedaling.
Yeah, backpedaling. They have said they've said certain things, and they've said they haven't focused on a lot of other things. Like there's going to be some content that's going to be cut. There's going to be some other movies. There's going to be some other TV shows. It's what they did not say that I'm concerned about.
Yeah.
Because they were kind of speaking in broad terms and broad strokes, and I'm like, all right. So and then the axe of Zaslav will drop on more things.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do feel like they're like, all right, we'll announce it, not right now because a lot of eyes on us, and also, oh shit, our shares tumbled.
You think it was a
they had
stock thing?
Yeah, there was a shareholders meeting, and after the shareholders meeting was done, boo.
Oh, okay. So this is a response to money.
Yeah, of course
It's not
it
a
is.
response to everybody
No.
out there talking about keep creativity going.
No.
Don't go cheap and creatively bankrupt. They responded to money.
Yeah,
they responded to
exactly.
stockholders.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's the usual story.
So I'm not gonna take that seriously until I actually see a commitment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Other losers. Ezra Miller.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, he was losers the
He
whole
was
time
a
with his-
loser a long time ago.
Yeah. He's not coming back. And your boy Henry Cavill.
No, yeah, he done.
I heard of Henry Cavill, the reason why they axed him a long time ago, because he came in after being in 3 movies that didn't make any money. He's talking about, pay me $100 million. And they're like, yeah, we'll pay you to leave the fucking room.
Nope. That happened.
Yeah.
Sorry, Snyder fans. Your murder Superman ain't coming back.
No.
He's not gonna drop a skyscraper in another movie. Sorry about that.
Well, those are the other losers.
Yeah.
The Snyder fans.
Oh yeah, they're done. It's over.
Yeah.
It's over, baby.
Yeah, that's they officially said they are not in the Snyder business anymore.
Yep. Moving away from that.
Yep.
Good.
They said get
Happy.
the fuck out of here. But some of the biggest losers that we should talk about are possibly some of the people that you don't even see. It's always the little people.
Of course.
All the people that are going to get laid off
Yep.
from this because of this plan. And who knows? Maybe things change now because this thing is always changing.
Yeah.
But they were
That backtracking.
That backpedaling that's going on. That bicycle just steadily going backwards, man.
Oh shit, but maybe a little forward. Yeah, a little back.
Well, that's kind of
forward.
impressive, man. Shit. I ain't never seen somebody ride a bicycle that far back like that. That's some circus shit right
Yeah,
there.
man.
But yeah, man, they've been talking about staff layoffs a lot.
Yeah.
And who knows? Maybe that's not happening now, but if it is, let's not forget that those are the people you don't see who are going to be losing the most.
Yeah, if you're going to be doing a merger between companies, that's going to happen. They're going to get rid of things that they review as redundancies. They are going to fire people.
Yeah. I mean, that's
That's
it might
inevitable.
not be as massive as it seemed, but
yeah.
it was.
People were
it's
saying
gonna happen.
70% before. You know,
That's
but
right.
That was the
That's
big number
right.
that was being thrown out there, but. Again, it was what they did not say. And I was like, okay, you're going to be cutting a lot of things and a lot of shows and all this and these projects, but you didn't say that you're going to be doing any firings because you don't want to say that during a shareholders meeting because that's going to make the shares tumble because people are going to be scared when they hear that and feel bad. So
it's always money, man.
People are going to be fired. That's what's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
Right.
And whenever you have a new regime come in, a new person comes in, they get lost in the shuffle and they get kicked
100%.
out. That's the way it works, man. Here's a question. So we're talking about the movies that are probably, and the people that are probably going to be continue to be there making movies in this new phase that they got going on.
Sure.
Aquaman, Jason Momoa, and The Rock.
Yeah. Zachary Levi.
Zachary Levi. Well, what's going to happen? Because nobody's talking about this. And the last time we saw this hero, they wasn't that good. Wonder Woman, 1984 is what that is. But is Wonder Woman going to be coming back with a third movie? Will Gal Gadot, will she be back?
Yeah, I don't know. Listen, I'll tell you how I personally feel. If they don't bring her back, that's okay. They can get a better actress. But they can. I mean, listen, I liked her in the first Wonder Woman, and she has her moments, but she's not the strongest actress. That last movie they took a huge wash on. That was direct to streaming. They didn't make any money from that goddamn thing. It wasn't very good, obviously.
Yeah, that's
either.
the one that went to.
This is one of the first big ones that went straight to HBO Max. I feel like. Yeah, this was like in December or something. I forget. But I don't know because when you look at the slate of films, that's why I want to know what this 10-year plan is. What is this 10-year slate of films that you're working on? We already know some of the films that are already done. They're in the can. They're going to be coming out. We know Joker's coming. They're going to start filming that soon. But then we haven't heard a shit about Wonder Woman. Is Patty Jenkins going to direct it? I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
First of all, that 10-year plan, that shit ain't planned yet.
Yeah,
I can tell you that right now.
They're saying that we're going to have a 10-year plan.
They're working on that plan, but that plan ain't in place yet. But Wonder Woman, maybe that's still, maybe that's still up in the air right now.
The thing is, like they during their shareholders meeting, they had multiple like slides. And on one of the slides, when it talked about their big franchises, they did have the bat symbol. They did have the Superman symbol, which I'm like, okay. And then the Wonder Woman symbol. And so maybe they are going to bring her back. But I don't think there's a movie at least that's been put out to the public that we know of.
Probably have to wait for further announcements on that.
Yeah.
Somebody said she's already signed a deal, Patty Jenkins, to do this.
That's going to be happening.
So that's, I guess, if they put Wonder Woman up there, and they're not going to change Wonder Woman. Gal Gadot's not going to be changed. Yeah.
Why?
Why would they do that?
Yeah,
when
she's already synonymous the character. She's the first.
She's branded as the character right now.
Sure.
So okay. So yeah, that'll probably be coming back.
My only suggestion to David Zaslav and Warner Bros. Is like just have her where she's not raping anybody again. How about that?
Colonel Useless. Hey Corey, the real HBO is taking over all of HBO Max programming. Before they were separate entities, HBO shows like The Last of Us, Game of Thrones, and Succession are not being touched. It's the Max stuff that was only made for streaming that's being killed. Something like Peacemaker is an HBO Max original, so who knows? So there you go.
Yeah.
I have to if we put this on YouTube, have to make sure that we put this into the video.
Right.
Thank you, Colonel Useless. He says that, again, HBO shows like The Last of Us, Game of Thrones, and Succession are not being touched because that's HBO, which is different from HBO Max.
Okay. See, it's confusing.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
This is a good question from the chat because I didn't even think about this. Thank you, chat. This is a good thing to ask. So, because last time we saw him, he was making some waves, but in a way that he should have. Ray Fisher, Warner Brothers was not very happy with him. And yet he turned out when he was complaining about problems on the set of Justice League, when he was complaining about,
he was correct.
Yeah, when he's complaining about Joss Whedon, turns out he was right.
Yep.
So do you think they'll try to reconcile with him?
They might reach out to him. I wouldn't. It's a completely different regime of different people in there. But I don't know. I wouldn't count on it. But could I see them maybe reaching out to him? Sure.
Okay.
Sure. But is anyone in demand for a Cyborg movie?
No.
Or Justice League film at this point?
That's the only sad thing about it is no one cares for that character. Ray Fisher's cool, but that Cyborg sucked.
Yeah, he was boring.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'm sorry. That's not his fault.
I'm not. Yeah, I got nothing against him. Not his fault.
No, not at all. Well.
To answer your question, I don't think so. I don't think he'll come back.
I don't either.
Yeah.
I don't either. That's a casualty of the Snyder stuff.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Well, this was fun to talk about.
Yeah. Fun, yay. Well, you know what? Listen, I am happy. Just
somebody said he's still tweeting against them, by the way. So that's a big no.
That's done. That's
fuck
done.
yeah.
Yeah, that's not happening then. To be positive about it initially, I am happy that now they finally had the fucking realization. Maybe we should plan out some of these DC movies. I'm like, that's good. That's a good first step. I like that. I may not like all the things that you kind of still have going on. The Flash film, I'm like, I don't like Ezra Miller, but okay. But going forward, you're gonna have more of a plan. That's great. Harry Potter, I hope you do the same thing with that because that's money on the ground that you just dropped. Like where that's probably their second biggest franchise. I mean, maybe Game of Thrones might be their biggest, their second biggest, but still, it's up there. It's in the top 3, and we don't even know what they're going to do with that. There's no 10-year plan for that one that they've spoken about.
Yeah, I would listen. You want to know my thoughts on?
Yeah.
You know my thoughts on this whole thing with let's see here, this whole thing with Harry Potter. They'll probably try to do something with Harry Potter because, like you say, it's too big of a property.
Huge, yeah.
It's huge, but as far as these damn Fantastic Beasts.
Without it, we
There's
leave
the money.
pain.
There's the money. We can get it.
Look, he was mixing LSD or
Yeah, I don't
something.
know what he was doing. Dumbledore, what are you on?
But I've just received troubling news.
Tell me, what is it?
It's
They're cutting the series. You know, this is one where I don't think that. I think they'll probably try to reboot another thing that from Harry Potter. But
yeah. I mean, the Wizarding World. I guess.
this because this movie was wrapped up.
Yep.
They could
I
actually
know.
they could end this.
Yep.
So I think if they're canceling stuff, it's not in. Plus Ezra Miller is in here and everything. It's not too far fetched to think that the Fantastic Beasts series. It's not too far fetched to think that this is done.
Yeah. No, this
You
is
know?
a trilogy. I think you can move on.
Yeah, we don't need the other two movies out there. They finished this right here.
Yeah, you can do another story though in this world. People still be like, they like Harry Potter, but you got again, have some in place where you know where you're going. Have interesting characters.
Somebody said, "Fantastic, no more Beast."
Yep.
Yeah. So I think this. If I had to put money on, I'm not sure because they haven't made any announcements, but I think this is done.
100%.
If y'all need to stop anything, it's this.
That
and
one.
I like that last movie.
Thank
We say what's the plan, but they ain't even got a full plan. They switching and they're backpedaling and backflipping and changing their minds about things that they just said like an hour ago.
Yeah.
So it's all up in the air. So who knows, man? Well, we want to come in and put you at ease, but hey,
We just don't really know.
hey, awesome job we did at that, huh?
Yeah.
So there you go.